Okay, today's lesson is just a real quickie on layout for a shell. This one we're just going to measure like for an additional throw, new strainer. This one already has been drilled. However, if we're going to add a different one on an older shell that we know is not a collectible but a player. So you need your blue tape, lay it out. Have a T-square of some description. This one is just a sliding T-square. You'll want to, if you're going to do it on a flat surface, you'll want to have it laid out. Anyway, it's really simple. Lay your square up. Make sure you have enough depth on the shell. Get it nice and flat. Make sure, of course, that you're centered where you want it, and you know where your snare beds are, that you're centered in your snare bed. Good flat fit on your T. Make sure you've got a good flat fit. And you should know where your center is. Just mark your centers wherever you need to mark them, top and bottom. And this is really only to give you a line, a center line where you want to set it up. And there you go. Then if you know what your measurements are for your screws, take your measurements from your top of your shell and the bottom of your shell. Typically the instructions should be included. It'll show you. Let's say on this one we'll get it set to where it's on an exact number. Let's say we know from the top of the shell we're at 1 inch and 1 inch and then 2.5, so that's top, and then go 1.5 inches for the bottom. And there we go, we're laid out. Got our center lines. Drill a pilot hole first and very carefully drill your tops. Also, you'll want to, especially if you've got a brittle, it doesn't matter what type of shell it is, just go ahead and tape your interior as well to keep it from tearing out so bad on the back side. Other than that, pretty much done. It's a real simple layout. All you have to do is know exactly where the center of your snare beds are and exactly where you want it. Make sure you've got the center of your shell bed marked. Typically I would mark the bottom and the top of my shell where it is, and I wouldn't have the tape on both ends of my wrap, but you get the general gist of the idea.